Hi, legends. Hope you are all having a fantastic day. Bitcoin is making its way here to the upside, and it looks like there's a couple of altcoins that are breaking trend. Is this a true breakout, or is this going to be a massive bull trap and we're going to go and claim the lows again? That is the question, right? Some people are seeing the breakouts. Some of the altcoins has rampaged to the upside already. And some of you might be asking, crap, I was too scared to buy the bottom. I was too scared, right? We were going to take the lows. I didn't buy in at the 0.88 because it increased the probability to take the low. Why did I not buy? Now Bitcoin is getting the rampage here to the upside. Dominance is dropping. And some of the altcoins are mooning to the upside. And now you're asking yourself, crap, why did I not buy? The risk management was amazing. Now, if you want to buy, okay, you have to, decrease your position size. You might be swearing yourself. I don't know. These are some of the messages that I'm getting, but I know my community. Okay, I know my community paid attention in class. I know that my community bought at the best levels because we've been talking about the best buying opportunity for weeks now, right? For days and weeks, we've been talking about Rune, we've been talking about Tara Network, we've been talking about Rose, Nia, AR, and the list just goes on. Legends, you can see I have a couple of things going on here on the top, right? We can see if we can get through some of these altcoins. First of all, most important, legends, is welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Smash up the like on your way in. If you are new to the channel and you have not subscribed, click on the subscribe button for future notifications, because this is where we learn technical analysis. This is where we find the best entries, okay? Because once the price starts rampaging here to the upside, it's very difficult to find an entry, especially if you're busy with those third impulsive waves to the upside. It's really difficult to get into a favorite altcoin when it's just blasting off like a rocket, right? Then you have to FOMO. You have to use a FOMO strategy. And unfortunately, there's no FOMO strategy, okay? That recipe is unfortunately made for liquidation. If you want to know how to liquidate your account and you want a recipe like, I've never been liquidated, how do I actually liquidate my account? Go and FOMO into trades, okay? Then you will learn how to burn your account. Anyways, legends, enough talking crap over here. Right, what is happening with the price of Bitcoin as per the thumbnail, okay? Bitcoin balancing on that rope, walking on the rope. Is it about to fall down, or is there massive signs of strength and we're going to finally break the trend here to the upside and go to higher levels? Right, legends, it's all going to depend on this little move here to the upside, and I just hope it does not reject where I think it's going to reject. So stay tuned. Okay, I just hope that it's not going to reject where I think it's going to reject, because if it rejects where I think it's going to reject, Bitcoin might be going down as per the thumbnail, right? Fall incoming. Everyone is bullish. Altcoins are popping. Is that the case? Right, let me say hi to the beautiful community. We can dive into the technical analysis and analyze the situation over here. Rune, what is Rune doing? Rune is just kissing the 0.88 over here. I actually have a duplicate FIP that I need to remove. Okay, I have been talking about Rune over here, right? Everyone was crap scared. No one wants to buy Rune here. No one wanted to buy Rune. It's still in a great load up zone from a bullish perspective. The invalidation is, of course, the lows. And there's always still a bearish case scenario. Is Rune going to find upwards momentum? Is it going to break the trend? Is it going to consolidate outside of the trend for a couple of days at least? Okay, so, there's still opportunities. There's still many opportunities, and there's still many altcoins, okay, that is ripe for the picking. So if you think you are too late and you've missed the breakouts, there are still plenty of opportunities. Tara, on the larger time frame, we'll speak about Tara. Rose, breaking out at the moment. Near protocol, not there yet. Not there yet. Okay, very important. 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽 or 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽, however you want to pronounce that, Is it getting ready for a breakout? AR, oh, it's breaking out. AR can like to be breaking out here at the moment, right? Scary move, really scary move here to the downside. Now it's breaking out. It's starting to close some high time frame candles above the trend over here. Is this a bullish sign? Is it just going to rip? Or is it going to give us a nice little consolidation, form a higher low, and then rip here to the upside? Or is it going to take the low again? Right, that is the question. What else? Oh, from a timing perspective, bull market is not over just as yet. Okay, we've spoken about the scenario for many, many months. Just want to snap that on, change that ever so slightly. And okay, we can go and touch on that again. Legends, let's analyze the price of Bitcoin, work out the high probable scenarios, look at it from a simplicity perspective, from a trend line perspective. We can throw some Elliot Wave theory in here as well and go and determine, well, where is those rejection points where we should be looking for shorts? And if we are looking for longs because we haven't gotten into the market yet, where are the best, tastiest long opportunities at the moment? Bought Rune, Gillian. Yes, I know you bought Rune. I think you were one of the people when I first presented Rune, maybe last week or 2 weeks ago, and it was so scary to buy. Okay, I think you were one of the people. There was a couple of people that I know said, Dewald, I'm opening up a small little spot bag or a low leverage 2x swing position. And we have a clear invalidation, right? So if you're one of those people, it potentially still has a chance not to claim the low. It looks scary when things fall to the downside. It really looks scary. And a lot of people are too scared to buy the bottoms. The one thing I will never really understand, but I see it happen often. And, you know, I suppose I've been in the same boat as well when I started out with trading, is that there are a lot of people that's scared to buy over here because you're so close to the low. It's like, no, the bullish structure has been invalidated. It's gonna take it, right? But what people don't understand, right? One of the most important lessons that you can learn from a trading perspective is that the closer your entry price is to your stop loss, the better. Because if you then get stopped out, you take a smaller loss. Maybe it's logic for me, you know, it just makes common sense. You want price to go down as low as possible so that if you know where to put your stop loss, you have the best possible entry. But then people are too scared to buy over here for some reason. They want to buy over here. They want to buy at higher prices and have the stop loss all the way down here and most likely get liquidated even before the price hits their stop loss. That's what people like to do. They want to buy the highs and they want to sell the lows. From a psychology perspective, right, that is the mindset shift that needs to change. That if you are able to enter a trade with phenomenal risk management like this, I mean, this is phenomenal risk management, okay? The lower you can get an entry to your invalidation, the better, okay? Tight stop loss. Knowing that there's a chance that you can be stopped out, right? That's what you want. You want the stop to be as small as possible. Because if you buy over here, by the time, okay, let's play it out. What if the price is over here? You're going to smile and say, oh, I'm so glad I bought where everyone was too scared to buy. Because now I can go and take my stop loss over here. Okay, I can take my stop loss and I can protect my position. Now I have a free trade. It's a free trade. I sit on my hands. I go make some popcorn, snap it in the microwave, put some sour cream and butter on there, and I just watch the price go up. Okay, I don't have to stress anymore. I'm just being over dramatic, legends. Just being over dramatic. Okay, let me go through some more comments. CRV guys already throwing me here with altcoin request. 𝗬𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗍. Okay, you still bearish, going down to $10,000. Let's go. 𝗬𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗍, the $10,000 man is in the house. DXY is dumping. Yes, that's why everything is exploding. Also, dominance is falling. Dominance is losing support, and that's why money is, you know, when Bitcoin goes to the upside, dominance goes to the downside. It is the perfect recipe for altcoins to rally. Okay, that's why XRP, okay, is taking the highs again. XRP is just not stopping at the moment. But I do want to go through XRP just to have a word of caution in terms of what I see from an Elliot Wave perspective. Okay, do not think for one moment you're going to just buy XRP where it is right now from a spot perspective and you're going to become a millionaire next week. Okay, that is how the euphoria traps you. Okay, that's where the euphoria starts trapping you. Elizabeth, hi Dewald, what a great day. Yes, absolute beautiful day. Welcome to the live stream. Thanks for joining. Who else? Mr. Junior in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have a nice little session tomorrow on Discord. Okay, we have a nice little session on tomorrow on Discord, the Legends Discord community, where I feel like I'm going for an interview tomorrow. I really feel like I'm going for an interview. So it's going to be a really fun session. I can't wait to join the Legends inside of the Discord community tomorrow. And if you'd like to come and join the Legends Discord community, yes, I listen to all my videos on 2x speed. That's just how I consume information. Down in the description of this video, and I still get people tell me they don't know where the description is in the YouTube video. Okay, well, pay attention. Down in the video, down in the description of this video is you click on more over here, where it tells you how many people are watching and how long I've been live already. You click on more over there, and then that's where you find the description. Okay, I'm going to zoom in just to so you guys can see what's going on here. But here is our Legends community over there, right? You select the link and you follow the step and you can go and sign up to our Legends Pro community. There's a 6 video about myself and Andy explaining why the community is so powerful. These are all the benefits you get. We have a free section and we have a paid for section. And I mean, the Legends has been killing it. I want to share this with everyone. The Legends, we have a new legend, coach, trader, successful trader with a 70% win rate, which is phenomenal. You know, for someone to have a 70% win rate is absolutely phenomenal, right? That joined our Legends Pro community today. And inside of our trading setups, this guy has just been roping in the profits, guiding the people through a whiff trade where they made over 100%. It's his first day, okay? His first day, all in on crypto. I mean, yes, you've just been absolutely nailing the trading setups over here. There was an atom trade, there was a whiff trade, which played out to perfection, okay? Not one stop with profits. There was one stop on atom, but people got stopped out with profits in the bag. So welcome, Mr. Dylan. I think his real name is Dylan. Welcome to our Legends community. So now we have a couple of coaches that provide setups, education, myself, Andy. We've got the masterclass, right? So, I mean, the pro community is where you want to be, right? The pro community is where you want to be to make some insane gains, an absolute sniper scalper, right? I see that Mr. Dylan likes the 5-minute time frames. You get in, you get out, you bang the profits, and you look for the next trading setup. Absolute sniper. You don't care whether Bitcoin is going to 200. You don't care whether it's going to 10,000. You just apply your trading strategy and you rope in the profits. Okay, cool. Have I gone through most of the comments over here? Buy Ondo after unlock. Hey, 𝗬𝗍𝗿𝗍, you are bullish? You want us to buy some Ondo? Right. Hi, Dewald. Are you thoughts still the same on TIA as 1 month ago? Well, I don't know what my thoughts were on TIA 1 month ago, but I assume it was bullish. We can go and have a look at that. Right. I still have my spot bag of TIA. Definitely. I still have my 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗍 token that is absolutely just put me underwater and stop me out of a swing trade, but I'm still in my 𝗖𝗍𝗽𝗽 bag. Right, Legends, let's start the technical analysis. 70% win rate, he must be smoking socks. No, he's not smoking his socks, and if he is smoking his socks, he needs to keep on smoking his socks, and I'll even give him my socks to smoke. Right, if you are smoking socks and making money, why not smoke socks, right? Then we all need to start smoking our socks. Right, to the moon, baby, let's go. Right, Legends, let's get the party here on the road. Let's get the party on the road. So, Legends, one scenario I just have to point out over here, let me switch on my scenarios, is this little bad boy over here. So, you might be saying, ooh, this looks bullish, right? We bounced here on the trend, failed to break down, and it's going up. Definitely a possibility. We'll get to the bullish case in a moment. Definitely a possibility that we break the trend over here, we find support above, and we continue. Right, but let's first look at the scenario, because there is the potential that this little structure could be finished, okay, from a bearish case perspective. And you might be asking yourself, Dewald, but we are pumping? Why are you talking about the impulsive structure being finished? We are pumping. Like, explain to us your logic. Well, here's my logic, right? We have formed a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the upside. Also, when I measure the fifth wave target from the low to the high of 3 to the low of 4, we have tapped the 0.618. Beautiful. Inside of this structure, you can count a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, right? So it has the possibility that this is the end of the impulse. Now, the question is, what is this, right? Because if we are speculating that this is the correct structure, and there's a couple of other scenarios, and I'll go through them now, what you want to see, okay, is a 5-wave structure to the downside in an A wave. And I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in an expanding structure. Okay, so that could be an A wave. And this could be a B wave forming to the upside, which is a corrective structure which can take the high. It is allowed to take the high, right? And we can go and work out the target. So I am going to be very patiently observing the price reaction when you take a Fibonacci, a trend-based fib, from the high of 5 to the low that we've made over here. You drag it across, okay? Inside this little magic box that I'm going to show you over here is B flat targets. Okay, a B flat basically means it's a corrective structure that takes the high of the impulse, which makes people believe we are going higher only to grab the liquidity and we fall back down. So you're then looking at a completed impulse in a 5-wave structure. You're looking at an A, B flat, C to the downside. So it just has to be said that this little box over here between $101,000 and $102,000, okay, between the 1.236 and the 1.382 is where I am going to be paying attention to, right? Because this might look bullish here to the upside, and if it struggles over here, especially if it stops in here and it starts falling down and it gets acceptance back below the trend, I'm going to say, guys, we're going down. We are going down, right? In a corrective structure. We're going down in a 5-wave structure. You have a 5, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-wave structure to the downside. And then this is where we need to start looking for longs again. Okay. That's going to be the moment where we need to look for longs. What is interesting about this potential retracement is that if you take a trend from this pivot that we formed on 7 Jan to this little pivot over here where we had the breakout, okay, where we had the breakout. So I'm playing out the scenario. What if we do fall down? Okay, we get acceptance back below the trend over here. This could be a beautiful retest where you had a breakout, price pumps, it comes back for a retest, it makes a higher low, and then you get the true breakout to the upside. I think people are just too bullish too quickly. So it would be nice from a psychology perspective to fake this bad boy out over here where everyone is FOMOing into their trades only to have a deeper correction, scare the crap out of them, and then have the true breakout to the upside. We know that the market makers love to do these little pranks on us. Okay, so definitely still something in a scenario that I am keeping an eye on. Okay, end of the impulse. So in summary, this could be the end of the impulse. And this, what's happening over here, is corrective. What I do not like, or maybe what I do like, is that this little dump that we had here to the downside, the last candle inside of the dump ended on very high selling pressure. Okay, so, and now the momentum here to the upside is going up in very low volume. So what if, okay, the scenario can definitely play out, but the one thing I do want to highlight, legends, is if I zoom back into the structure, it is not to say that this little bad boy over here has to come to this box, because if this is a B wave to the upside, unfortunately a B wave has many KDA. What is happening with KDA? Alarms going off, has many targets, right? I will go and have a look at KDA in a second, right? I've got some alarms going off. What are the altcoins doing? I want to look at here at AR. AR still pumping here to the upside, pumping. I mean, the altcoins are just pumping. Okay, Bitcoin's going up, dominance is falling. That's what you expect from altcoins. Unfortunately, the B wave has many targets. So although this box, I think, would be a great liquidity grab, okay, if you take a Fibonacci, a normal Fibonacci from the high to the low, okay, the B wave can reject anywhere from the 0.382 to the box that I have. And this is what makes B wave notoriously difficult to trade in Elliot Wave theory. And I even know about Elliot Wave, professional Elliot Wave traders. They will tell you that if they identified a potential B wave, they go take a break. They take the day off. They don't sit in front of the charts because B waves are notoriously difficult to trade. Okay, because they have so many targets. That's the problem with the B wave. So inside of this entire zone over here, and you can just imagine if this structure had to play out on the weekly time frame, how big the percentage move inside of this structure will be. Okay, so on the smaller time frames, you can still, you know, make a plan because the percentages and the price movements is still small. Yeah, on the 15 minutes. Okay, so I mean, it's finding a rejection here by the 786. Guess what? Which is a B target. Okay. If it taps the 0.88, it does increase the probabilities of taking the high. But if it's a B wave, it does not have to take the high. It can start building a C wave to the downside where you have an A, B, C. And the B waves, they do love the 0.88 as well. Okay, but I would like to see this box. I want to see people bullish. I want to see people FOMOing into their trades, only to get stopped out. Okay, and you might say, why, Dewald? Why do you want people to get stopped out? Okay, it's because I want better damn buying opportunities, right? I want better buying opportunities. I don't, you know, the one thing in trading that I have learned is that, and this is what makes a lot of people scared, okay, to play breakout strategies, is that when you see something like this on AR, it is so clean, it is so crisp, it is so beautiful. You have a beautiful trend. Okay, that's just breaking out so elegantly here to the upside. And then you have people just opening up every single position that they can, adding leverage, okay, putting their stop loss here, stop loss there, wherever they want to put their stop loss below the recent lows. And then they're like, oh, this is amazing. I'm making money. And then it comes back. Okay, and then the question is, this is usually the better buy because you catch a lower entry, right? Or it gets acceptance back below the trend and it takes the low again. So for me, the best trading situations, right, is when you have a swing failure pattern. Okay, you claim the lows, you get acceptance back above, and you start trading above. That is your best entry. So if price, like for example here on AR, had to do that, that is where you enter with your stop loss below the low. Much better trade, right? Much better trade. It's just, and I could be wrong, legends, because I have seen also many breakouts, okay? It doesn't stop. It just goes. It runs away, right? And you are waiting for a retest that never comes. Okay, it does happen. Definitely, it is a possibility. But I do like the retests. I really like the retest. And often if price runs away from me and I don't have an entry, I will look for a next altcoin or a next trading setup. Okay, because the retests are usually the best buys and you have a tighter stop loss if you did not play the swing failure pattern. If price breaks down, it gets acceptance back above, exactly what happened over here. This is what I look at. You claim the low and you get acceptance back above. Those are usually the golden entries. So if Bitcoin is going to find a rejection over here, okay, and it starts falling to the downside, I do think that it's going to drag the altcoin ecosystem with it. If dominance keeps on collapsing, it might protect some of the alts and they maybe just do a beautiful retest on the trend, okay, or they go and sweep those lows again. That is the question. So all I'm saying is, legends, there are still opportunities. If you think that you've missed the breakout, like on AR over here, okay, I strongly recommend that you do not FOMO into a trade, because the one thing that I do see here on AR, for example, is that if you take a fib from the, oops, not this thing, that's not a fib. If you take a normal Fibonacci from the high to the low, we all know how powerful this 0.618 level is. We all know how powerful this level is. And I wouldn't be surprised, okay, if AR starts chopping, and it finds downwards momentum. This is why you do not FOMO into trades, because then when the trade does this, you start panicking, okay, and then you sell at a loss or you FOMO out. And that is potentially the better buy, because then it can continue momentum back to the upside. Okay, right. So, I mean, I'm already in a trade, a swing trade from eons ago. Everyone knows here on the live stream, you know that I have a AR swing trade. I have a spot bag as well. I'm you know, nicely invested in AR. So there's my entry still exactly. I haven't added to the position, nothing. Okay, I've just held on and held on during this entire consolidation. I just sat on my hands. And this could be the moment. This really could be the moment. And I know you guys still want to focus on Bitcoin, but now that I'm on AR, I just want to quickly point out something else. If I go onto the 8-hour time frame, okay, this is still the trading setup that I have been talking about for weeks. Okay, we are in load up zone. And I mean, I still think that I'm being conservative with the trade over here, because I plan to take some profits here above the high at the 1-to-1 extension. But I do think AR has the potential to go to $87,000. Not $87,000, $87 here by the 1.618. I do think it has the potential. And this is why, okay, I started loading up here. Because after an impulse, you have a corrective structure with a higher low, and now you have broken market structure. And I've spoken about this many times, and you want this to be a higher low. This is why I have a clear invalidation here by the red line. That's my stop loss, okay? If I get stopped out, I will look for next trading setup. Right, but this is where you want to build your position, right, and expecting that momentum to the upside. And based on this projection, okay, this is the one thing I want to talk about with everyone today. Smash up the like, legends. If you have not already smashed up the like, I've got over 200 people in this live stream, and the like button is bearish as hell. Everything's bullish, it's rampaging, and I have a bearish like button. Okay, cool, legends. Let's go back here onto AR, and I'll get back to Bitcoin in a second. So I'm jumping around. Everyone's excited. Everyone wants to look at their favorite altcoin, but you know, I'm putting the pieces of the puzzle together over here. Legends, I've also spoken about this scenario over here, is that you can, okay, be very patient with this trade. You can be very patient. Yes, it's breaking out. Don't let FOMO get the best of you. Let it break out. Let it break out. Because of the potential that you see to the upside, you can be really patient with this trade. Let it break out and maybe wait a couple of days so that you can get high time frame candle closes above the trend. So let it break out and chop outside of the trend. It's still a better entry to look for an entry over here after it's broken out and it's getting momentum outside of the trend, because this is a bullish sign. It broke trend, it's trading outside of the trend. It's not just breaking out and falling down, because patience will tell you whether this is a fake out. If this is a fake out, I can guarantee you by tomorrow or the next day, it's going to fall down, right? So you can be patient, let it break out. You can build your position over here. Okay, when you have more confirmation, okay, now it's starting to look bullish. Bitcoin is actually not falling as aggressive as I thought it's going to fall. It doesn't look like it's going to take the low. Build then your position over here, because that is typically how I build a swing position. Okay, you wait for the break of the trend. You wait for the consolidation outside of the trend. That's where you build your position. And then, because your stop loss and where you are building your position, okay, compared to the gains to the upside, makes the risk to reward absolutely worth it. Okay, if you FOMO into trades without confirmation, you're exposing yourself to more risk. Okay, so if you FOMOing into a trade and it does this before it breaks out, stops you out, okay, then you weren't patient enough. You just weren't patient enough. So you need to, patience rewards. But well, there's no but, okay? I often say that when people say but, they basically delete everything that they've just said. So there's no but here. The one thing that does look juicy on AR is if I take a time fib, and AR actually looks like one of those that might be running first this time. Okay, I know XRP has gone already, but maybe, you know, AR is going to be very soon in the tracks, following the tracks. If I take a time fib from the low to the high, AR is in the zone where it has to make the low. It is after the 0.382. It passed the 0.618. It even passed the 1-to-1 extension. So you can see that the impulse and the correction is way longer, okay? Which is a bullish sign. It's a long corrective structure. It's past the 1-to-1 extension. There's a high chance for AR to have already made the low. Okay, where some of the altcoins, they are, yeah, okay, I will show you, like Rune, okay, 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗍, there's a couple of others as well. Based on the impulse and the corrective structure, they are over here. They have not passed the 0.382, which tells me that there's a chance that they are still going to make the low inside of this zone before you get the breakout, the true breakout to the upside. But AR, it really looks great, I must say, it really looks great. But as you know, okay, I did not open up a new trade or anything like that. I have just held on to my 2x swing position over here, and I'm still holding on, and my invalidation is still below the low. So although we are all bullish and, you know, that we think we're going to get the explosion here to the upside, we just have to consider, well, there's always that potential that you get stopped out. Okay, that's a fake out. You get stopped out, I get stopped out, but then I will be paying attention to that price action, because it might be a liquidity sweep like what happened over there. It breaks down, it gets acceptance back above, right? You enter, stop loss, off to the races you go. So I will be paying attention. I've got a plan, right? That is what trading is about. I have a plan for the bullish case scenario, and I have a plan for the bearish case scenario. And if price turns in whichever direction, I know exactly what I need to do to execute the trade, because I'm not just blindly, alarm goes off over here on my trend line, I enter like a crazy maniac with my stop below the low and pray for the best, and then price does this and I don't know what to do because I'm still crying about being stopped out over here. Okay, no, you have to have a plan. If this happens, what do I do? If this happens, what do? I buy over there. I buy over there. And in the most bullish case scenario, I'm already in a position. Okay, right. So, legends, I have spent some time here on AR. I think I actually still have this. Yeah, yes, the trade that I took. I actually still have it saved here. I didn't even know that I had to have it saved here. Yes, the trade that I took. Okay, entry 15.1. My entry is actually a little bit lower. 15.1. It's actually down there, right? Okay, my entry is actually a little bit lower. But I mean, this is an very old screenshot. I think this is a screenshot I took 2 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken. It unfortunately doesn't give the date over here. But 2x, okay, this is what I wanted to show. 2x, right? I'm not going crazy over here. Hit the like. Yes, hit the like. Mr. Crypto Big Brains, welcome to the live stream. And yes, you have. Okay, I have to share this with you guys. I have to share this, right? I don't want anyone to miss out on this, legends. Down in the description, weeks. I want to talk about weeks, right? If you're not trading with weeks, I'm not sure what you are waiting for, especially in the land of not so free leverage trading. It's a great alternative available all over the world. And right, so first things up, I wanted to show everyone this. And I think I need to take my head here out the way, right? I pulled this from the Weeks website. In order to get discount on your trading fees, this is the amount of Weeks tokens, WXT tokens that you have to hold. And you can see to qualify for a 0.04% take a fee, right? You have to hold 300,000 WXT tokens, which is round about $9,000. But I have spoken to the Weeks team, Let me put my face here because I want to look you in the eye. I have spoken to the Weeks team. You get 50% discount by using the link down in the description. You do not have to go and buy WXT tokens, okay? You get 50% discount. They have a competition running at the moment. So you trade as you usually do, and you can win this car, this Merc, this Mercedes-Benz over, I don't know if it's a Benz, but a Merc, right? Mercedes over here. You also get up to $20,000 sign-up bonus. You get the lowest trading fees, and also, okay, yes, they've really pulled out all the stops over here. And this is why I'm so excited about Weeks, because Weeks are really coming to the party. Because, you know, I always ask the exchanges, you know, I think the community would love a little bit of everything, right? You also get 10% cash back on the money that you deposit in your features account. What else? Right, legends. So, I mean, Weeks is one of my favorite exchanges that I'm using to trade with here at the moment. And right, I just want you guys to benefit from this deal over here, because I mean, to pay $9,000 for a token just to get 50% discount, right? And where you guys can just get it by using the link down in the description. It's also your way to support the channel. Okay, right. Let's get back here into the technical analysis. It would be so nice. I want to see if do we have a 4-hour. Oh, we do have. Okay, that's a bullish sign. On AR, you have the body of a 4-hour candle close above the trend. That's usually a bullish sign. You are also very high volume candle over there, so quite good. Right, legends, let's get back here onto the price of Bitcoin, and maybe let me go through some comments before we go and discuss a potential more bullish case scenario over here. Because this scenario that I discuss over here, okay, is now potentially the bearish case scenario, where we find a rejection from where we are right now up until $102,000 is where we could find a rejection and make a deeper correction to the downside. So this is like slash little bit bullish, but mostly bearish case scenario here on Bitcoin. Okay, where you have completed a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. Quite interesting, okay, from a price action perspective, without even looking at Elliot Wave theory. I'm sure all of you have seen this. 3 peaks? I've seen this movie before. TR retested the trend line already. Yes, I will go and have a look at some of your favorite altcoins in a moment. Dewald, how do you know when is good to re-enter after being stopped out? What if price keeps down? Only when price gets acceptance back above the low that you have been stopped out. Okay? Like I've said on AR over here. So if you have a trade over here and your stop loss is below the low, it dips below and it starts trading back above the level. It starts trading back above. Okay, that is where you enter and you put your stop loss again below the low. Because the market makers will try and keep on stopping you out until the price reverses and then it leaves without you. Okay, that's a swing failure pattern. Look at this beautiful swing failure pattern. Okay, you have an SFP from that low, you have an SFP from this low. It dips below and it starts trading above. That is, okay, what you look for. If price is falling, you do not do anything. As long as price is trading below the pivot lows over here, you do not do anything. Okay, you do not do anything. When it gets acceptance back above, that is where you pay attention. Because it could just continue, and there you are, adding to your position, and then, oh God, liquidate it. Okay, you have to look for the sign of strength. Right, let me go through some more comments. Can we go to 96,400 and then 96? Yes, that is basically the corrective structure to the downside, and this is what I'm going to talk about now. Okay, but I mean, I just don't like the 3 peaks here to the upside. It's usually a sign of the end of an impulse to the upside. And boy, oh boy, have I seen a lot of 3 peaks lately. Okay, just want to see. Oh, 3 peaks. You get a dump to the downside, but then it continued. Okay, just want to see if I can spot anything here on the 15-minute time frame. I know in the previous range, I can't remember in this range, but in the previous range, oh, look at this. 3 peaks. 1, 2, 3. Bam. 1, 2, 3, bam. Okay, so we're hoping it's one of these bams, right? If we get one of these bams, we're just going to go down a little bit lower and then start recovering. We're really hoping for one of these bams. Okay, but the point that I'm trying to show everyone over here is usually after 3 peaks. Okay, there was a lot of peaks over here. Okay, a lot of peaks over here, but usually 3 peaks, okay, is usually the end of the impulse to the upside. And even if you take that high again in a B flat, which this was number 5, this was A, B, C to the downside. Okay, I mean, it got quite aggressive. So that is what I'm going to talk about now, the bearish case scenario. Let's talk about it. Okay, bearish case scenario is we find the rejection in this zone and we start falling down. Okay, then what you do is you take all this mess out here, right? You take a fib. Just need to see that candle over there. You take a fib from the low to wherever this high is going to be. So I'm going to use this high because this is what we have right now. Okay, and then you have you look for areas of confluence, for areas of support. Okay, you have beautiful consolidation area over here, you have a beautiful consolidation area over here, and you have a beautiful consolidation area over here. Always when you look to the left, these consolidation areas provide support, especially if they are in confluence with Fibonacci levels, because now you can see the 0.382, okay, has beautiful confluence with this consolidation area, 50%. 786 is the maximum bullish target. If Bitcoin finds a rejection and it falls to the downside, for the bulls to still have a chance for this low to be in, it needs to find support at $91,000. It has to. If it taps the 0.88, you increase the probabilities of taking this low even with a bounce. Okay, so that is the maximum bullish target, $91,000, 461. The bulls need to defend this level with everything that they have. Hopefully you find support here above these highs in confluence with a 50%, maybe even the 382 in confluence with the top of the highs over here, and you have a shallow retracement. It rejects here by the trend and then it tries again, and the second breakout is successful. Okay. So this is still bearish / bullish. Okay. I just want to see if there is potentially a more bullish scenario. Okay, so I'm going to take this out the way. I just want to look at the structure and say that, well, what if? I just want to see, what did I do over here? Now, that has been invalidated. I actually had this structure, which I shared with the Legends community this morning, is to say that, you know, I was looking at not the cleanest structure, and I did tell the Legends that this has a low probability of playing out, where you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the upside, but we invalidated the fourth wave with this little bad boy over here, so no more. So I'm not even going to bother. I'm just going to delete it here off my charts. That scenario has been invalidated, which was actually the most bullish case scenario. But maybe, just maybe, okay, we are building a 112. Now, I want to see this quick, right? So maybe there is the potential to say, what if this is a 1, 2? Let me put that there. Okay. And then a 1, 2. Okay. Right, you basically want something like this. Right, that's basically what I'm looking at. It's actually going to be easier just for me to draw it. Okay, I'm stuffing around here with the numbers, but basically what you're looking at is a 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, you do, and then you take a fib. I just want to take a fib from this low to the high. You have bounced on the 618, which is a bullish target, but basically if you're going to tap the 0.88, you decrease the probabilities for 112. So it still has some room. It still has some room here to the downside, where you form a 1, 2, 1, 2, and the low could be in. It tapped the 0.618 to perfection. Okay. So now I'm discussing the most bullish case scenario. What if things just keeps on rampaging to the upside? The low could potentially be in where you're forming a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Okay, so just want to make sure. But then you are obviously going to smash this target and not find resistance. Okay, it's going to hold the trend. It's most probably going to break out aggressively. Okay, you're going to be interested in the retracement. And then maybe here, the structure comes to an end. It does a retest on top of the trend and it continuations. So that is a beautiful buying opportunity. What I would like to see from this scenario over here is I want to see some high time frame candle closes above the trend. Because if you now look at Bitcoin here on the 4-hour time frame, it doesn't look that great at the moment. Okay, let me take the scribble out. This doesn't really look too sexy. It looks like Bitcoin is struggling. Okay, it's not closing any high time frame candles above the trend. That's the problem at the moment. It rejected and now it's rejecting again. So what you want to see for the most bullish case scenario is that price needs to close high time frame candles, okay, 8-hour, 4-hour candles above the trend. Then I'm going to say, now this looks good. Okay, it comes back for a retest, finds support above the trend, and it continues. You can also have a trend over there and play that little breakout. Okay, so many ways to get into this trade. This is why I always say, legends, you do not have to FOMO into a trade. There will always be another trading opportunity around the corner. If you're sitting there biting your nails like, yes, is it going up? Is it going down? I don't know what to do. Should I just enter? Should I just enter over here? No, man, wait, relax. Okay, take a chill pill. Okay, let's see what price is going to do. Let price show us the way, right? If it rejects here, it's going to get acceptance back below the trend and it's going to fall, right? Then we're going to look for longs here. We're going to look for longs where I've just explained the bullish case scenario. And then, once we have an entry over there and it does that, we don't have to look for an entry over there. So that's a trading plan, okay? If price just smashes through here, guess what? Every impulse has a correction. Every impulse has a correction. Every single impulse has a correction. You wait for the correction because that is your buying opportunity. Hope that makes sense. How can you determine the SFP? Right. I think did I not explain it well enough, perhaps? I feel so bad. Did I not explain it well enough? Dewald, why not lower 80 to 85? Sounds so juicy. It does indeed, doesn't it? I mean, when price is rampaging to the upside like it did over here, we always, we always in that camp of, oh, man, why did I not buy here? Or you even like, oh man, why did I not buy there? Or, oh man, why did I not buy over here? Okay. When price, it's an emotional game. I've seen it. When price falls, okay, people are like that. Even the people that bought over here are like, maybe I bought too high because it looks like it's going to break down and stop me out. Okay, people get nervous. It's just amazing how the psychology of trading works. Right, legends. But to your question, why not 80 to 85? There is the potential that scenario could still play out. Okay, and without going into Elliot Wave theory and overcomplicating the scenario, I'm just going to show you this. Let me just close that, clean up the chart over here. I want to throw this into my today analysis. This is why I have folders, okay? Because I don't want my kitchen to be dirty and you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Let's talk about this. And I switch on my trends. I can actually take some of them out, but I mean, you guys will get the point, right? Is there, and it's actually this I actually had drawn out a couple of days ago already, and it could be playing out, okay? There's your little rejection over there. So if we do still have a chance of coming down to $83,000, the rejection could potentially happen over here like it's doing now at the moment. What if the bullish case doesn't play out? We don't make a higher low. We don't do this. We actually just continue to the downside. You take the low, right? But then we have strong support here by the 50% Fibonacci together with diagonal support. Okay, the range low over here, the range low is slightly above. We have 50% Fibonacci, we have diagonal support over here, and potentially what will happen is you reject, you claim the low, and then you break out. So this scenario is still in play, unfortunately, which might excite some people and which might create some fear at the same time. So for the people that's FOMO'd into trades over here, you might be looking at this scenario going, ooh, crap, maybe I should not have FOMO'd into the trade. If you have not bought any Bitcoin yet, okay, you might be saying, oh, I wish this would happen because, oh, that is such a juicy entry. Okay, so it's never easy, okay? It's just never easy in trading, but we do have the plans for when we get there. If price rejects and it takes the low, okay, I will be paying attention. If price makes a higher low, some bullish CVD building up, I will be paying attention over there at that 786, 0.618 Fibonacci, because you could also reject and then break out. And then this, whoever was waiting over here, gonna have to buy in at higher prices. Okay, that is why it is so important to buy the dips in a bull cycle. You have to learn to buy the dips in a bull cycle. We are still in a bull cycle. Even when you have these nasty little dips here to the downside, it's made for buying, right? And if this happens, this is made for buying. And if this happens, that is made for buying. You buy the dips because at any moment, it just rockets and it leaves without you. Right. Legends. And I mean, from a cycle perspective, we are not at the end just as yet. Okay. I'm not sure who has seen this. I'm going to take that out. Okay. From a pi cycle perspective, go on to logarithmic, because I still see people saying calling for a bear market, and I'm not saying that they're wrong by calling for a bear market. I'm just saying that based on data, how do you defend your stance based on data? So if I look at where we are right now, so let me first switch all of this noise off and just show you the simplest indicator, which is called the pi cycle top indicator. And so far, since the initiation of Bitcoin, it has called 1, 2, 3, 4 tops to perfection. The bull market tops. It's the bull market pi cycle top indicator. You can go and look for it. It's called the, what is it called? Pi cycle. Okay. You can go find it inside of indicators. It's available to everyone, right? I'm not sure if it's available in the free subscription of TradingView, but the lowest paying subscription does have access to this indicator. Another interesting thing to note is that every time we have been in a bull cycle, at some point we have traded above the moving averages, where price gets euphoric momentum and it starts trading above the 2 moving averages. Every single bull cycle has done that. Look at this. You're trading between the lines, and then all of a sudden it starts getting an euphoric move and it trades above the lines. And it's usually where those lines cross that you form the top. Again, over here, okay, trading above the lines cross or touch, and you form the indicator flashes. Look at where we are right now, okay? I mean, it looks, it still needs to do what, it still needs to do this. Okay, they still need to touch like such. Price still needs to trade above. If it's going to repeat history, it still needs to trade above, right? Before the indicator will flash, and then we can say, okay, now we need to pay attention. Okay, that could potentially be the top. So from a pi cycle perspective, it looks like the bull market is still intact. If I switch this off, just take the noise out, and I switch on my cycles that I've done, okay, bull cycle, bull cycle, bull cycle, bull cycle, according to time and the 4-year cycles that we have respected perfectly, guys. And I just have to stress this. Every time when we go into a bull market, it's going to be different. No, it's going to be different. This time, I tell you now, this time, it's really going to be different. Well. Now I see people are saying this time is going to be different again. And none of the previous times has been different. It's respected this model to perfection from a timing perspective. I'm not predicting where the price of Bitcoin can go, but all I'm saying is from a timing perspective, you expect the bull market to end in this zone somewhere, which is basically until the end of this year, almost until the end of the year, as soon as October. And we are only here now. Okay, so it would be very strange to do this. It will be the first time in history that this has happened. So sometimes you need to ignore the noise and follow the data. Okay, so what is Bitcoin doing here on the smaller time frame? Let me go through some comments and see what you guys have to say. Let's go and have a look at a couple of your favorite altcoins. Bitcoin is getting the rejection here at the moment, legends. It is getting the rejection. Right, and I also just wanted to mention that AR and some of the altcoins that I'm about to show over here can be traded on weeks. First link down in the description where are you ready? Are you ready? You qualify for up to $20,000 bonus. Okay, you immediately get 50% discount on your trading fee, where most people have to pay $9,000 to qualify for that 50% trading fee. You get 10% cash back on the money that you deposit in your features account. You have to leave the money there for 3 days, and then the money gets airdropped into your account. Okay, so first link down in the description. Then I've also got Bluffin. All you need is an email and a password for both Weeks and Bluffin. And if you are in a country where leverage is frowned upon, perhaps this is this is a good alternative. Right, but we're getting the rejection. We're getting the rejection at the 786. And now, I can't help but wonder, well, what if this was an A, B, and it's, right? You're just not getting acceptance back above this trend. That is concerning. This is a really bearish sign. I don't care how bullish people are, this is a bearish sign. You are failing to close high time frame candles above the trend. And from a trend line trading strategy perspective, you want to see this. You want to see that. You want to see some 4-hour, 8-hour, preferably even daily candle closes above the trend. That's what you want to see. Okay, quite surprising that the alts are still pumping while Bitcoin is correcting. And that most probably has to do with dominance. Let's go have a look at Bitcoin dominance. There we go. What is happening here on the smaller time frame? Dominance has lost the trend. Legends, this is something that we've spoken about as well here on the live stream. Remember, guys, just remember to smash up. Please smash up the like. Just click the like button once. Right. Something that we've spoken about here on the live stream, legends, is that I had this little trend over here. And when we were here, I said, woo, if we break out successfully, or the love is going to flow back into Bitcoin. We might just have to wait a little bit longer for the old party. And then what happened? We rejected by the trend, like Bitcoin is doing right now. And then I said, look, just pay attention to this trend over here. And now what's happening? We're losing the trend. And if we take this low, okay, you're changing market structure, right? You have a high, you have a lower high, and you have a low. As soon as you take that low, you're starting to change local market structure, okay? Lower high, low, lower low. And guess what? The only way, or the most likely way, highway, is down, where you're going to take this low as well, because you want to change local market structure. Okay, and at the moment, it looks like it's attempting to change market structure to the downside. This does look a little bit bearish, if you ask me. Okay, this looks a little bit bearish. Okay, if you zoom into the structure, we have a bearish pennant. This is a bearish pennant. Any pattern to the upside, whether it's a flag, whether it's a parallel channel, whether it's usually even if it's expanding, most patterns to the upside, okay, where price trades inside of the pattern, has a higher likelihood of breaking down. I don't care what you call the pattern. Any pattern that goes to the upside has a highly likelihood of breaking down. Any pattern that's positioned towards the downside has a highly likelihood of breaking up. Okay, so you have a bearish pennant where price traded upwards, squeezing, attempting to break out, failing to break out, and it lost the pattern. It already came back for a beautiful retest and it left a wick behind on the daily time frame. It failed to close high time frame candles back inside the pennant, which would have been a really bullish sign. Where you lose it, you get acceptance back above and you continue momentum to the upside. It failed. Okay, it has to be said, it failed. Dominance, you failed to close a candle back inside the trend. Shame on you, okay? And now this could be the start of the breakdown. It could really be the start of the breakdown where this is an initial wave and it's starting to build up momentum to start falling to the downside. So we could see a nice little alt season or rally or party, okay, while dominance is dropping yet to the downside. I mean, that's going to be absolutely amazing. You know, I mean, with this small little drop, okay, this small little drop, look at what happened to XRP. Okay, everyone is talking about XRP. Every single thumbnail that I see on YouTube, XRP, 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 XRP. Everyone's just damn talking about XRP, right? XRP is not in a trading zone unless you have a FOMO strategy and you know how to liquidate, or you don't know how to liquidate your account, you will learn. Okay, legends, let me focus a little bit here on the comms section. Okay, in last cycle, BTC dominance fell from 71 to 39. Yes, I mean, we can see that from, I mean, that was an absolute epic crash here to the downside. Okay, I mean, look, this was so fast here to the downside, an epic crash. And I remember during this crash, Bitcoin corrected and Ethereum went up like a bullet during this dominance drop. So there is still that potential. You might be looking at a coin like AR and saying, okay, it looks like it's successfully breaking out. Bitcoin looks like it's weak at the moment. It looks like it wants to break down. I just want to stress that if dominance starts collapsing properly, okay, you might still see breakout from altcoin even with Bitcoin correcting to the downside. I've seen it in the previous bull cycles plenty of times. Dominance drops, Bitcoin corrects, altcoins, wait, what did I do? Okay, I'm losing my thunder over here. Altcoins explode. And you're like, crap, I saw the weakness on Bitcoin. And because of the weakness on Bitcoin, I didn't want to trade the altcoin. And now I've missed out on the entry. A very experienced, successful trader told me once that you trade the chart in front of you. You do not care about any other influence. From a social perspective, from a YouTube perspective, from a Bitcoin, from a dominance, you don't look at anything else in front of you or from the sidelines. You look at the chart in front of you and you trade the chart in front of you. Because as soon as you use other charts like Bitcoin and dominance and 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗫 and, you know, total 3, total 1, I think, you know, some people, they look at everything before they take a trading decision. You know, you're going to get stuck. You really are going to get stuck because the one chart says short, the other chart says long, the other chart is bullish, that one is bearish, and then the trade runs away from you and all you needed to do is trade the chart in front of you. It's all you needed to do is just trade the chart in front of you and apply your trading strategy with good risk management. I have to go, legend. We'll watch it back. Gillian, thank you so much for joining. Appreciate you being here. Sleep tight. Rejection from 786. And yeah, rejection zone extended. Wait. Let me try that. Rejection from 0.786. And if it, are you talking about Bitcoin? Yeah. Okay. Yes, we did reject by the 786. Definitely. I did see that. Okay, that's where we got the rejection, 786. If you tap the 0.88, you do increase the probabilities of claiming the high, and then we still have the flat that we need to look out for, where the flat comes back up and it rejects again, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4 pivots, claim the liquidity, back down, right? Definitely it's still a scenario that I'm keeping an eye on. But the fact that Bitcoin is struggling to close high time frame candle closes above tells me that it could definitely roll over. Just want to have a look at CVD here quick. Oh no, we do have some bullish CVD against those two pivots on yellow. Only a single confirmation. Okay, so we do have some bullish CVD building up here against those two pivots. Right, Leia, let's go through some altcoins. Legends, that's why you're here, okay? You want me to have a look at your favorite altcoin. Daniel, I know you've been asking for Leia AI. I think some people ask for TIA. I actually need to look at TIA first. Let's go look at TIA. Just want to say, guys, you know, before I go on to TIA, this looks absolutely, we spoke about this this morning in our Legends Pro community. It looks like a beautiful 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is correcting. It's correcting. This looks very corrective. There's your low. It is entering the buy zone. It is entering the buy zone unless it just breaks this trend and leaves without you, okay? But it's entering the buy zone, okay, to form that 1, 2, 3 to the upside that can go and tap that 1.618 when you take a fib extension from the low to the high to the low. 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽. What 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽 looks very attractive. Let's go and have a look at TIA. Let me just search, otherwise I'm going to scroll forever. TIA USDT. Okay, and then I'll go and have a look at Leia AI. Oh, this is a really broken trend. You have high time frame candle closes above the trend. This actually looks very good. It really looks good. It looks juicy. We've spoken about the floor. Okay, I did tell everyone that this structure for me is very difficult to count from an Elliot Wave perspective, but I mean, I don't rely on Elliot Wave theory to make trading decisions, okay, because sometimes the most basic technical analysis never ceases to fail me. Is that I can see a low, okay, I can see a higher low, and again I can see a higher low. This low is still protected. So this structure that is forming over here, you know, it looks like it's turning around. There's a low, lower low, lower low, higher low, higher high. You have a higher high. You have a higher low. Okay, so this structure has a chance to be bullish as long as it doesn't take this low. And I mean, ever so slightly, what a dump to the downside. I mean, TIA, I can just imagine how many people were scared to buy over here, because I mean, this is now a consolidation. You are consolidating after the dump. You are consolidating sideways, and this is usually a sign of reaccumulation. You have broken trend and you have high time frame candle closes outside of the trend, so that also is another bullish sign. It has had a relatively tight stop loss. Okay, if you bought over here, that was the best place to buy, right? Because now you have beautiful risk management. You have such a tight stop loss. So it definitely has the chance to find upwards momentum over here, okay, based on the consolidation, breaking the trend, high time frame candles outside, and right, it still has a relatively tight invalidation. So TIA looks great. It looks like it could potentially, I mean, if dominance is going to start crashing here to the downside, it's going to rock and roll, right? It has also broken local market structure. So you have a high, you have now formed a higher high. So if it comes down, you really want to see a higher low, because now you're starting to change market structure. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and just, you know, it continues. So local market structure has now officially changed. Would be nice to take out that high. That will be your ultimate confirmation. Just claim this high, then you know, oh, okay, it has a high chance of just breaking out and not coming to claim the lows again. Someone asked for Leia AI. I still have my spot bag. I did not sell any layer. I did get stopped out of my swing position. Okay, someone asked for layer over here. Well. Very, 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 very similar. Look at this low over here. Okay. High. Yes, can this be a 1-2-1-2? But then this low needs to be protected. So if this is a 1-2, can't be another 1-2 because you took the low. So this is most probably, let's say if the 1, A, B, C, and then it's going to rock and roll. I mean, not an easy structure to analyze here, also from the downside. But, okay, you have a low and you have formed a higher low. Ever so slightly, but it's a higher low nonetheless. Okay, I would like layer AI to break market structure. Okay, I want to see these highs taken over here, at least these highs. I want it to break the trend and claim these highs. Then you're starting to change local market structure. Then you form a higher low and then you break out. But I mean, these are the highs you want to take. I do know of very, very, very patient traders. They will only enter the trade once these highs are taken. They will sit on their hands. They will not do anything when the price breaks out. Once it claims those highs, they wait for the retracement and they buy over there because now you have officially changed larger time frame structure, not just local. Okay. Right, so that's the technical analysis on layer. I mean, it does look like it's found the selling pressure is getting exhausted here by the lows. Okay, so you can call this the floor. Selling pressure is getting exhausted. There's green volume starting to kick in over here with this little consolidation area. So wait for the break of the trend, wait for price to consolidate outside of the trend. There's a good chance that it won't take the low. Okay, but for now, it still looks great. Okay, from a spot bag perspective, from an investment perspective, this is why I still have my spot bags. This is a great accumulation zone for me from a spot perspective. This little bad boy stopped me out of my swing trade. Okay, that little bad boy stopped me out because my stop loss was glued to the low over here. Stopped me out, and now it's forming a new structure. Okay, very close to the lows over there. And if it does it again, okay, I'm not going to attempt. I'm just going to be open over here. I'm not going to attempt another swing trade on layer AI. The structure is too confusing. I think there are way better altcoins to attempt swing trades with. But if I do see this price action, I will add a little bit more to my spot bag. Definitely, I will add to my spot bag. But I am quite heavily on, well, not heavy. I think I have enough AI tokens in my portfolio, and I feel like my AI narrative in my portfolio is getting a little bit heavy, so I don't want to add more AI tokens to my portfolio. I know there's Rudy sometimes here in the live streams as well. He loves AI tokens. He does the analysis and he shares it with me. So I also told him today, he asked me to look at Masa, for example. Fundamentals look nice. He asked me, did I add any to my portfolio? And I told him, no, already, although the fundamentals look nice, I'm too heavy on an AI, from an AI perspective. I have Render, I have Near Protocol, I have Layer, I have many AI tokens, and I don't want to add more AI tokens. I want to add more gaming. I want to, you know, from other narratives, I want to start adding a little bit more of those. Right, what is Bitcoin doing here? Let's go through some more comments. And remember, legends, layer can be traded on weeks and Bluffin. Links down in the description. I mean, amazing deal here on weeks, right? Really amazing deal to get 50% discount on fees, where most people have to use $9,000 to qualify for the same fees. Okay, but I did see inside, I'm not sure you guys can also go and read inside the week's exchange. Okay, when you own WXT tokens, I think you're going to get way more than just discount on the token, on the trading fees. You also qualify for competitions, for airdrops, for I think there's a whole array of benefits still coming by owning the WXT token. So I'm not telling everyone or anyone not to buy WXT, because I actually bought some WXT. right? Because I know when people love an exchange, okay, and you have to hold the token to qualify for perks and benefits and discounts on fees and airdrops and token launches and things like that. What people do is they will just go buy the token. They don't care about the price. They will go buy the token just to qualify for the benefits. What does that do to the token? It drives the price up, like BNB for Binance. Okay, WXT, I actually had a look at it the other day. Just for interest's sake, I want to see what is it doing. Ooh, I'm actually in profits. I'm actually in profits, right? But I'm just nibbling while it's still cheap because it's only 3 cents at the moment. So from a technical perspective, I can tell you guys now, there's nothing to analyze here from a technical perspective. This is a token that you hold to get the benefits from the exchange. And you want as many as possible because the more tokens you hold for that, the native token for that exchange, the more benefits you get. So I actually bought some over here. And I don't actually care where the price is as long as it's cheap. And if it comes down, by all means, then I'm going to get it on special and I'm going to buy a little bit more. Because I use weeks on a daily basis to do my trading, in the future, I want to qualify for the best bonuses and whatever the case they might offer in the future where you do need the token. So all I'm trying to say over here is I'm not saying that you should not buy the WXT token, right? If you want to go and buy it, by all means, you know, with... but the purpose in which I am buying it for is not from an investment perspective. It is to unlock more benefits on weeks. That is what I'm doing. Okay, and while it's still cheap at 3 cents, I think 3 cents is relatively cheap because it might just do this. Okay, and then people are going to say, "Crap, I should have bought it at 3 cents. Now it's gone up another 100% here to the upside." I mean, that was 100% pump in one day. 100% pump in one day. So there's still even money to be made from the token. Just quickly wanted to highlight that, right? But I mean, you guys get the deal. You get the 50% discount without owning the token, right? By using the link down in the description. WXT has gone up a lot. Yes. Okay, I know. I remember when it got launched, the token, when the WXT token got launched over here, I was like, should I buy? Should I not buy? And then I started thinking about the benefits and the futures, the roadmap of where the exchange wants to be in the next year and 6 months and so forth. And then I bought over here. Crazy me, I bought over here. But I mean, for me, it's, from 1 cent, 3 cents, for me, it's still a cheap token. But I did not buy it from an investment perspective. I just want to have as many weeks tokens as I possibly can because I'm using weeks to do my daily trading. I want to maximize the benefits that the exchange offer me. Because some of those, amazing airdrops and the amazing token launches and stuff like that, you have to own the native token of the exchange to participate in those events. And this is why I'm just building up a bag. Okay, and I will build up more. I will add more if it drops to the downside. Hi, what would your targets be for XRP? Let's go and have a look at XRP. I did say that I was going to talk about XRP. So let's go and have a squiz at XRP, the flavor of the week. Everyone is talking about XRP. Okay, all the YouTube thumbnails that I see is talking about XRP. It's like it's an XRP crazy mania out there. Okay, I can only give 1 like. Why? It's a pity, right? This is not Tia. Just running into the man, what knowledge, what great technical analysis, great full champion. Oh, what a beautiful comment. DJ Arab Money, thank you so much for the kind words. I appreciate it. Nia, okay, let's go through the super chat over here. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Dewald, could you please check and suggest the next possible move and entry for Sol and ETH? Okay, I will see if I have time to go through this, but let's quickly talk about XRP. The hype. Let's talk about this hype token. Unfortunately, I still see people FOMOing into this trade. Okay, so guys, this is what I want to talk about. I have been talking about, okay, I don't want to be the person that says, I've told you. I don't want to be that person, but I just have to say, I told you, we've spoken about this, okay. I bought XRP at 44 cents. and I was on the live stream and I told everyone where I bought. Okay, I bought over there. That little wick over there, that's where I bought XRP. Because we had the breakout, a lot of people made money with this little breakout. A lot of people made money here to the upside. And I told everyone I'm waiting for the retest. And everyone's like, we're not going to get a retest. I was like, well, then I don't buy it. And then what happened? We got the retest and I bought it at 44 cents. And from the low to the high, we bounced on the 786 over there. I will never forget it. It's like it was yesterday. I remember the FIP levels. I remember the price. I remember the conversations here on the live stream. This is where I bought XRP. And when I bought XRP over there, I told everyone why I am buying XRP, because I see, do I have it? Did I delete that scenario? Please tell me I did not delete it. Okay. Please tell me I did not delete it. Can I undo on this damn chart? Because did I delete my Elliot Wave count? I don't want to go and redo it. I don't want to. Okay, it looks like I deleted my Elliot Wave count over here. I just want to see something else, legends. Maybe it's on another XRP chart, okay? Because I don't want to go and redo it. It was a lot of work to go and measure out the levels and so forth. So XRP, do I have a color-coded XRP over here? Did I delete it? What happened? Damn. Right? Okay, cool. I'm going to have to then do this. Legends, the one thing I want to highlight over here is I'm not going to go and draw it in right now. I will do some homework and do it after the fact. I can just quickly show everyone what I'm seeing, okay, is I want to make sure that I'm on the log scale. Yes, I'm on the log scale. I want to make sure that I'm on the daily, right? I'm on the daily. So this is kind of what I'm seeing over here is 1, 2, 3, okay, most amount of volume is in your third wave, 4, 5. So this little leg here to the upside, okay, yes, it can get punchy, but it's the last wave of this structure. So if you are FOMOing into XRP, you are literally one of the people that are buying the last pump. This is where you're supposed to buy, okay? And maybe you build a position over here, but you seriously need to consider taking profits here to the upside. You really seriously need to consider taking profits, because the most bullish target that I do see here, purely from a Fibonacci perspective, using Elliott Wave theory, okay, the most bullish target is you take a trend-based Fib from the low of 1 to the high of 3 to the low of 4. You reverse it, the 0.618, okay, $6. This is a very punchy, very bullish fifth wave target. So if this is a, and it's, I mean, I do actually see a 1, 2, 1, 2. I can't help but see a double 1, 2 combo over there. And what that basically means that you have 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. It ends in a double 4, 5 here to the upside. And this could be, I mean, it's still very far away. That's still a 1x, okay, 1x. If you're buying a $3, $6, but this is a very bullish fifth wave target where it basically forms 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, done. And what happens after a bullish impulse? Remember what I said, every structure corrects itself. A, B, C. So if you're going to buy over here and not take profits, guess what's in store for you? Okay. XRP, unfortunately, the structure looks like it could be coming to an end. Okay. And what gives me the clue at the moment, unless volume seriously starts to kick in over here, is that in Elliott Wave theory, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, most amount of volume is in your third wave. You want to see the fifth wave with less volume. Most amount of volume is in your third wave. Now with a push here to the upside, we have less volume. So it gives me a clue that this is potentially a fifth and final wave here to the upside. Right? It can still get punchy. There's still perhaps some more money to be made. Okay, but it could be coming to an end very soon, and the police is going to come in here and arrest everyone because the party is getting too excited. They're going to come and tell the people to turn down the music. Okay, but Now, this is what I want to say. What happens after a correction? So let's say it stops and it corrects. What happens after a correction? Bam. Because you have an impulse, 3-wave corrective structure, and bam. And this is why I wanted the Elliot Wave scenario to be still here, because I actually go into detail where I think the price could end. And I do potentially see a 12, let's just call it a $10. Okay, let's just make it a round number. I do potentially see a $10 XRP, but not without a correction first. Okay, so there's potentially still a buying opportunity around the corner. If you are like, crap, I missed this, and you are FOMOing into here, okay, there's potentially still a better buying opportunity, especially if you want to hold for the long term. Right, it's just I don't FOMO into trades. It's not part of my trading strategy. If volume, okay, and this will invalidate the scenario, if volume seriously starts to increase over here, which is higher than this volume, I'm going to say this is a more bullish structure. It's maybe a 1112, 11, you know, it's just going to continue. It's not going to stop. But I mean, volume it's very weak here at the moment with this push here to the upside. It's very weak. Okay, this little small push we had over here already had significant volume, and it just started increasing as it moved to the upside. And now, okay, it's not convincing yet. So for everyone that's being so bullish, and I see some people calling for $20 XRP, $30 XRP, $100 XRP, okay, I just want us to keep our feet on the ground and stay realistic. This could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, done, falls down, right? That is my most bullish target for fifth wave. There's also another fifth wave target that's not so bullish. Okay, you take a trend-based FIP from the high to the low, you drag it across, you reverse it. Okay, this is now where the scariness comes in. Ooh. Between the 1.236, this little boxy over here, and the 1.618 is a fifth wave target. Just has to be said, and it's inside the fifth wave territory as we speak. So legends, I don't want to create fear, okay, but it is inside a zone where a fifth wave can reject. But maybe because of this 1-2-1-2 that I see over here, is maybe going to do the 3-4-5-4-5. And then if this pivot, okay, if this plays out, if that little pivot gets acceptance back below the high over here, you need to, I will cash out. I will just cash out my position because this correction could get nasty. And then you have, guess what? The 3 peaks. Okay. You have the 3 peaks if that scenario is going to play out. But for, you know, and this is, you know, I don't want to spread fear and let you cash out your positions. Please, guys, you press the button, you do your own research. I'm just here to entertain you. Okay, please don't do what I tell you to do. I'm just here for entertainment purposes. But there is a scenario, okay, where XRP finds the high over here in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it corrects in a deeper corrective structure to the downside. It is inside fifth wave territory using this method. Okay, from a Fibonacci perspective, it does still have a more bullish target to the upside. Who knows, right? But all I'm trying to say over here is if you are FOMOing into XRP, you might be buying the top. Just might. You just might be buying the top. Okay. Right. Cool. Legends, I have unfortunately run out of time. I know that there's still a lot of altcoin requests. Yannick, thanks for the super chat. I hope this is explained what I'm seeing over here. I will go put my Elliot Wave counts and stuff back into the chart, and then I will share it again, maybe in tomorrow's live stream. But have yourselves an amazing evening. Thanks for joining. Smash up the like. On your way out, if you're not already subscribed, make sure that you subscribe for future notifications. Remember, weeks, it's not going to last forever. I'm telling you guys now, it's for limited time only. The deals that I'm offering here to the community, it's for you, only exclusive to the Bitcoin Senses community. Have yourselves an amazing day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers for now.